So 7.3 is solve linear systems by adding or subtracting. Okay, so this is just another method to do what we've been doing. Sometimes I will tell you you have to use a certain method. Sometimes I'll say you can use whichever one your favorite is. Okay, this one tends to be my favorite, personally. But anyways, so just like we had steps for the other ones, we're going to have steps for solving a linear system using the elimination method. So first, add or subtract the equations to eliminate one variable. Okay, so this is like when they're stacked on top of each other, we're going to try to add or subtract either the x's or the y's to get rid of them completely. Sometimes they'll be set up for you to do that. Sometimes you have to make modifications to them. I think in this particular section, they have them all basically set up for you. You just either have to add or subtract them, depending on what's going on. But in the next section, you'll have to add, there'll be another part added to these type of problems. Step 2, solve the resulting equation for the other variable. And step 3, substitute in either original equation to find the value of the eliminated variable. All right, so there's some examples, or well, it's called guided practice. On page 445. Okay, I'm going to just pick a couple out of here to do before we actually go look at the ones specifically in the homework. So number 2, we've got negative 5x minus 6y is equal to 8, and I've got 5x plus 2y is equal to 4. Okay, so in this case, it works out nicely. Notice that the x's have the same number in front of them. Okay, and this one, they're already opposite signs. Okay, so a negative plus the positive is going to give us, in this case, because it's the same number, it's going to give us 0. So our x's are going to go away when I add these two things together. Okay, so I'm adding these together, so this gives me 0x, and then negative 6y plus 2y is negative 4y is equal to 8 plus 4 is 12. So then I'll divide by negative 4 and get y is equal to negative 3. Okay, and at this point, you can take this number and you can plug it in to either one of these okay, that you want. Okay, which one do y'all want to do? Top or bottom? Top one. All right. So negative 5x minus 6 times negative 3 is equal to 8. So negative 5x, and then negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18 is equal to 8. So I can subtract the 18. So negative 5x is equal to 8 minus 18 is going to be negative 10. And then divide by negative 5, so x is equal to 2. Our answers are still written, okay, as an ordered pair. So in this case, it's going to be 2, negative 3. And these ones, again, they don't say to check them, but I would greatly recommend that you do. Okay, it can really help make sure that your answer is right. Okay, I think that helped some of you on the quiz the other day, checking them. So I'm going to plug it into the bottom one first. 5 times 2 plus 2 times negative 3 is equal to 4. So 10, and then minus 6 equals 4. 4 equals 4. And so I'm just going to check the one, because most of the time if it works in one, it's going to work in both. So I'm just going to check the one for these ones. Let's see. Any questions about that one? Okay, so far. All right. Still on guided practice. I'm looking at number 4 now. We got 7x minus 2y is equal to 5, and 7x minus 3y is equal to 4. All right, so again, we have a variable that has the same number in front of it, but this time they are not opposite signs. So I can't just add them together because it's not going to cancel one of the variables out. Okay, so my options are, well, really only subtraction at this point. So what I'm going to do, and the way I would recommend you do it, is to write this negative sign with a parentheses around the whole thing. Okay, because what I don't want you to forget, because it's a very common mistake, is that if you're subtracting, okay, a lot of people will only subtract this 7x, but it's got to be subtracted all the way across or your answer won't come out to be right, okay? So you have two options. You can either just remember that every time you're doing 7x minus 7x, negative 2y minus negative 3y, 5 minus 4, okay, or you can just make your life a little easier, not have to worry about forgetting, and then you can go ahead and just distribute this all the way across. Why did I just write that? Plus 3y equals negative 4. And now I don't have to worry about remembering the negative sign every time. I've already set it up, so now I can just combine the stuff together. Okay? Either way is fine. It doesn't matter. This way is nice because it's already set up for you and you don't have to worry about forgetting a negative. So the x's again are going to cancel. So then I've got negative 2y plus 3y, which is just y, is equal to 5 minus 4 is 1. And then which one do y'all want to plug that into, top or bottom? Bottom one. Okay, now when you're plugging it back in, you're using the original, okay, not the modified one. So 7x minus 3 times 1 equals 4. So 7x minus 3 is equal to 4. So now I'm going to add this 3 over, so 7x is equal to 7. 5 by 7, x is equal to 1. So this one comes out to be nice. It's just 1, 1. and I'm just going to check it in one of them just to verify. So 7 times 1 minus 2 times 1 equals 5. So that's just 7 minus 2, which is 5. So it works. All right, so I'm going to go over to the actual practice problems, okay? The actual little homework problems over here. So these problems specifically say to use addition. Okay, so the first little couple sections will tell you which method to use, okay, if you're going to need to do addition or subtraction. But that means they should already be set up for you. So number 4 from the homework, okay, remember that was number 4 from guided practice. That's why I'm doing it again. We've got 9x plus y is equal to 2, and negative 4x minus y is equal to negative 17. So my x's aren't the same number, but my y's are the same number. Okay, remember they both have a 1 in front of them. They're opposite signs, so that means I can add, which obviously it had told me I could do. So I'm going to work my way from left to right. 9x minus 4x, okay, is 5x. Y minus y is 0, so I don't have to worry about that, is equal to 2 minus 17 is negative 15. And then I just need to divide by 5, so x is equal to negative 3. And which one do you want me to plug it back into? The bottom one? All right, so negative 4 times negative 3 minus y equals negative 17. So negative 4 times negative 3 is 12, minus y equals negative 17. I'm going to subtract 12. Negative y is equal to negative 29. And then I need to divide by the negative 1, so y is equal to 29. So I've got negative 3, 29 as my, what just happened? As my ordered pair. And then I can check it. It doesn't matter. We'll go with the bottom one. Negative 4 times negative 3 minus 29 equals negative 17. So it's going to be 12 minus 29 equals negative 17. And that's negative 17 is equal to negative 17. So that works. Alright, so I want you guys to try the next addition one. We do number 6. 3x minus y equals 30, and negative 3x plus 7y equals 6. So try that one and see how you do with that. One more minute, then we'll go over it. All right, let's go ahead and go over this. So what is the first thing that we do here? Add them together. So 3x minus 3x, okay, that's 0. Negative y plus 7y is 6y is equal to 30 plus 6 is 36. So then dividing by 6, y is equal to 6. Which one did y'all plug it back into?
The
Top one. So 3x minus 6 is equal to 30. So I can add this 6 over. The 3x is equal to 36. And then finally I can divide by 3. So x is equal to 12. And I get 12 6. Do y'all agree with that? Did y'all got? Awesome. And I'll go ahead and just for the sake of consistency, I'll plug it in and check it. So 36 minus 6 equals 30. So 30 equals 30. And we're done. All right, let's do one more subtraction one, and then I'll give you guys a couple to try, and then if Miss Holloway can finish the section with you guys tomorrow, cool. If not, I will leave a worksheet for y'all to do instead that will be just like this, and then we'll go over the rest of the section on Wednesday. I wasn't planning on having to miss as much class tomorrow. They moved our games to be earlier than they're supposed to be, so anyways. All right, let's do number 10. So x minus y equals negative 4, and x plus 3y is equal to 4. All right, so with this one, okay, I've got both x's have a 1 in front, but they have the same sign, so I'm going to need to subtract them. So this one, since I did the other one by rewriting it, I'll just walk through this one without rewriting it, okay? And just show you what that looks like in case you like this method better. If you're like, I don't need to rewrite it, that's fine. I personally like to rewrite them because I'm the one that forgets the negative signs places, so it's inevitable. All right, so x minus x is 0, okay? Then move over to the y's. Negative y minus 3y is negative 4y is equal to negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. And then I can divide by negative 4. So y is equal to 2. And top or bottom? Top. All right, so x minus 2 equals negative 4. I'll add the 2 over. So x is equal to negative 2. So I get the ordered pair negative 2, 2. And then I can check it. I'll just go with the top one. Negative 2 minus 2 equals negative 4. Negative 4 equals negative 4. And it works. Let me see. I'm going to set up what one like 16 would, how you would do that, just in case. I won't actually solve it. I'll let, if Miss Holloway doesn't mind going over that stuff with you guys tomorrow, I'll let her do that. And if not, then that way you kind of have a heads up in case one's like this on the worksheet. So with one like 16, it's 2x minus y equals 32, and y minus 5x is equal to 13. Okay, what do you notice by looking at this one? What's different about it than the other problems?
It's not like in order.
Yeah, they're not like lined up correctly. So in this case, at least they're all on the left side. So all I need to do is just to rewrite them in the right order. So I'm going to leave the top one alone. And then the bottom one, I'm not changing sides of the equal sign, so I don't have to change the sign on them. I'm just swapping the terms in order. So it'll keep the negative 5, okay, with the x, and then the y was positive and it just had a 1 in front. So I don't know why I just wrote a 1. Positive y is equal to 13. Okay, and then you would proceed like normal. Okay, they're opposite signs, so you would proceed by adding. Okay, and that's how you would solve one like that. Down here with one like 20, we have 11y minus 3x is equal to 18, and negative 3x is equal to negative 16y plus 33. So what do we notice about this one?
It's out of order.
It's out of order, and what else?
Equal sign.
Yeah, so we've got in the top one, at least they're both on the same side, but they're not in the right order, so I'm going to just take them and flip them. Okay, the bottom one, I have x's on one side and then y's and just numbers on the other side, so I'm going to have to completely move that term over. Okay, so for the top one, I'm just going to flip the order, so negative 3x plus 11y is equal to 18. Okay, and then for this bottom one, I need to undo the negative, so I'm going to add it to this side. So negative 3x plus 16y is equal to 33. Okay, now if I was going to do this one, okay, I don't think we saw one like this in the subtracting ones. These are the same sign. They happen to both be negative signs. Okay, so I would need to subtract that whole thing. Let me switch colors so it's noticeable what's going on here. I would need to subtract that whole piece, okay, and proceed by subtracting. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Like I said, we'll do more examples with this stuff, either through worksheets or if Miss Holloway goes through it tomorrow or whatever. I'll run and ask her here in a minute if she minds going over the rest of it. But the problems that I would like you guys to go ahead and try, let me see, is this going to show up now? Oh, good. Great, it's going to show up. Is 3, 7, 9, and 13. Okay, and then you can just hold on to it. It won't be due tomorrow. I'm trying to get it so where you can see it. It won't be due tomorrow. It'll be due when we finish the section. So if she does finish the section with you tomorrow, then those problems that get added on tomorrow will be due with these on Wednesday. If not, then it'll be due after we're done with the section. Anyways. So it's on page 447.